Yeah, weekly check-in here where we share what's going on in the Farcaster mini app ecosystem. Big week this week. We launched Solana. Yeah, Linda, you spoke at Accelerate, and we have nickysap here from Jester and Circus, who launched one of the very first Solana mini apps on Farcaster. So excited to share that. Yeah, do you both want to say hi and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Linda. Yeah, I work on the Farcaster team. Really excited about the Solana launch, and thank you, Nikki, for all your work on it. I know it was just like such a tight timeline, and you guys were working like super hard hours on it, and it went really well. It seems like there were a lot of people that were using the app. So love to hear more from you.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for all the support getting up to this point. I've been probably one of the more outspoken people on Barcaster about Solana for a while. Yeah, my name, by the way, is Nicky Sap. I am the lead dev on the Jester and Circus project. And yeah, as I said, it's been a lot of work, but the testament to your team's capabilities can't be overstated. Honestly, the SDK works really well. The dev team is like super open to feedback, and we worked together with the show for a while and Slack, and like everybody was just like on ready to bash bugs, fix stuff, get things ready, and it all came together. So like, can't thank you guys enough, honestly.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's awesome. Okay.
You're on a rooftop somewhere at Accelerate right now, right? How was the vibe? I guess I'm curious how like how people were feeling yesterday. Vibes good, vibes bullish on
Yeah,
Firecaster. Where are people?
yeah, I think you guys have made a splash for sure. The mind share is growing. Obviously, there's still a lot of people that are like, "Oh yeah, I need to like go check into my account." Everybody today though is like, "Oh, it's Farcaster again." So that message has at least gotten out. But the vibes have been immaculate. Everybody seems really bullish the future of Solana and the future of crypto in general. Lots of parties, lots of business stuff happening, and some amazing presentations, including the one yesterday by Linda. So yeah, it's been a wild week, but I think well worth it.
Yeah, and I've
Cool.
just been like really impressed by Solana community as a whole, like really top-notch builders. And then like Solana Foundation works so hard on helping teams and like getting really involved and supporting. So yeah, I'm just like really, really impressed. Okay, mini apps.
Yeah, so I guess we've already talked about this, but yeah, for folks who want to catch up, Farcaster supports Solana now. That means the embedded Warpcast wallet supports Solana. The mini app standard supports Solana wallets, and yeah, you have the tools to build apps that connect to Solana that run within the Farcaster feed now. So we had a few of these on day one. We're going to look at a few of these today, but yeah, including stuff like SNS and of course yours, Nikki, which we'll go through. But yeah, you'll see now in the wallet. If you haven't logged into Farcaster in a while, you might need to quit and restart the app a couple of times to see it. But you'll see Solana address in here. We have some really nice tools for swapping and bridging and funding your wallet. If you have ETH or um, assets on any network that we support, you can quickly bridge it and get your Solana wallet funded. So pretty cool. I've been playing around with it. Yeah, excited to jump into the Solana ecosystem a little bit. If you're a dev, if you're a builder, we also have docs here on building mini apps, interacting with wallets. So go to miniapps.xyz. Our docs has a whole guide here to getting started and some of the tools that we support here. Yeah, how was that experience for you, Nikki? I know this is the very
Yeah,
first
I
week,
mean,
so like we started with pretty rough tools. I think we had kind of a low level like Phantom style wallet. We adopted wallet standards. So I think we're starting to adopt the like standard tool chain, but we'll get there and make this easier and easier over time, I think.
yeah, I mean, working with Solana is definitely a different experience than the EVM in many ways. The architecture is different. The design choices are very different in a lot of ways. So I was impressed at how quickly you guys spun it up. Um, Coming from already having developed several applications on Solana, it was pretty easy for me to ramp up. I knew what to look for, and I knew like when things went wrong, exactly what was going wrong. Um, but I think maybe somebody who's coming from EVM for the first time wants to build a mini app on Solana. Um, just like perhaps documenting some of the things that are like the typical caveats, landing transactions and things like that might be helpful. Although since you're already upgrading to wallet standard and you're already, I'm sure, fixing a lot of the stuff in the background, perhaps those things are not necessary to explain. But for me, it was a great experience. I didn't really have any trouble.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been fun to see. I've seen like, EVM devs dipping their toes into Solana for the first time because we have mini apps and like kind of discovering. And I love how public it is, right? Because it's on the feed and you can see people kind of building in public and like evolving their app as they go. I think, yeah, shout out to JP. I've seen him building like a Facebook wall style app and kind of like he's been sharing as he goes, just like learning Solana along the way. So yeah, I wish I had more time to jump into this. I've been working on other stuff this week, so I'm gonna have to catch up.
The one thing I didn't realize was
Yeah.
like the difference in like contract cost, because that was like a learning lesson for me for some of the mini apps to deploy.
There's a lot of glass to chew with Solana.
Yeah. Okay, we'll segue into news item 2. The other big thing this week has been quick auth and web auth for mini apps. So some of this work is still in progress, but we've been working on this in the background and rolling this out to users. So this is actually actively rolling out to users on web now. So you're likely to start seeing it as you reload the web page. But yeah, 2 things in here. So we've been working on this thing we call auth addresses, which is basically a way for us to eliminate this sign in with Farcaster prompt that you get hit with when you try to log into a mini app on web. So if your mini app calls sign in, we push a request to your mobile device, and that's kind of annoying. It interrupts your flow. So we've come up with this concept called auth addresses, which is kind of like a delegated address that is allowed to sign in for you. And so on the web in Warpcast, we've set your Warpcast wallet as one of your auth addresses. You can set many of these, right? So this is also going to enable interoperability with other clients. Coinbase Wallet, for example, will probably set an auth address for you so they can sign into apps on web and from the Coinbase Wallet client. But yeah, this is the first cut of this, and we're rolling it out on Farcaster Web. And yeah, you can see here. So I'll just demo it here for a sec. Here's the technical demo. We're going to use it right now. Sign in. There we go. So no pop-up, just kind of signed in the background using your Warpcast wallet on web. MiniWord is actually using this already, so I'm a huge MiniWord fan, and you will probably see today or tomorrow when you go do MiniWord on web, you won't be hit with that wallet prompt. So really cool. The second thing here is this thing we're calling quick auth, which is a new mechanism for doing auth within mini apps. So Tony has been working pretty extensively on this. And basically, this is a new open source server, kind of like the Farcaster sign-in relay server. Anyone can fork this, can run this if they want, but we, as Merkle, are also just running one of these kind of as an open source public good. But even if we stop doing that, right, you can go run this server yourself, or if you want higher availability or lower latency or whatever, you can go fork this repo and run it yourself. It's all deployed to Cloudflare, so it's like should be super low latency and pretty speedy. But yeah, the idea here is, if you've used web sign-in or sign-in with Farcaster inside your mini app, it can still be a little complicated, even though it's built on sign-in with Ethereum. It's this sign message. You have to go validate it. We support smart contract accounts that can sign the message and things like that. So you need to go like connect to an RPC to verify the message. It's not as easy as just like conventional web login using something like a JWT or a credential. And so what we've done with this quick auth server is created a server that does that verification for you. So just what you would probably be doing on your own backend, taking the sign in with Farcaster message as credential, and maybe exchange it for a token from your app. This is kind of the pattern that most apps have adopted. And we're just providing a server that does that for you, right? So you can just use this quick auth server, and rather than working with a signed credential, sign in with Farcaster, signed message, this just gives you back a standard JWT, so something you're used to using in most conventional web applications. So yeah, you can use this server and get back something that's a little bit nicer to work with. And we are trying to make this as simple and speedy as possible for folks to use. So here's what it'll look like on web. This is going to be a couple-week process for third-party providers and for mini apps and for everybody to kind of get updated to this. But I'm super excited about this. We've been working on it behind the scenes and kind of moving a lot of pieces and connecting a lot of plumbing to make this work. But it's finally coming together. So watch this over the next couple of weeks, and as soon as later today, you should start seeing this on web.
Yeah, this one's really important, I think, as a user, because I've heard so many people, like, and myself included, where you open up a mini app in web and then it'll be like, oh, confirm on your device. And like people just like drop off because they're like, ah, that's in another room. We don't feel like it. So very excited that it's going to be a seamless experience on both and we can help with user retention.
Awesome. Last one here. I think you threw this on the list, Linda. Did you want to go over this?
Oh yeah. So one of the most common questions I get when I talk to developers coming to the Farcaster ecosystem is, well, if I have an existing web app, how can I convert it into a Farcaster mini app? And so I send them both like the Farcaster official mini app docs, but then also send them this Nanar guide, which I think is just like really straightforward and easy, and highly recommend checking out.
Awesome. Yeah, I think this is something we're starting to see more of, and excited to see folks take their existing app and put it into a mini app. Cool.
Cool. Now we get to Nikki.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. Should we check out the circus?
Yes.
Yeah, let's jump over to my phone here.
The branding's really good too. I'm a huge fan of it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So this is the featured mini app right now. So launch and trade on Solana. So you can easily find it just going to the mini app explore page and then just hitting Circus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I give like a little overview of what it is, I guess?
Yes, please.
Yeah, let me open it up
Yes, it's
and give
pretty-
us the voiceover.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's pretty simple. It's a token launcher platform where you can launch tokens instantly on Solana. You can also trade and see like who's launched it, the social context within which they launched it, and some of the other information about the dev. We'll be adding. We're working on like a full reputation score alongside Tapestry. We're working on more robust like on-chain data, so you can see what that dev has been doing, if they're cheating every token that they deploy, that kind of stuff. Just trying to be a little bit less extractive and a little more transparent with our launches. Hopefully, giving people more peace of mind when they ape into these crazy shit coins.
Awesome.
What has the launch been like so far? Like, can you share a little bit more of how that's been going?
It's been outrageous, to be honest. I mean, you you got on stage yesterday, and you know we had just been featured. You had just rolled out, Solana support for everybody, so everybody was getting airdropped $1 worth of Solana. And so, like, you should have seen my server logs just like literally rapid firing off. So we had so many users sign up. We're over 10,000 users now, which says something because it's like everybody's like, "Oh, Farcaster is just like a base thing." Nobody likes Solana on Farcaster. I beg to differ. I'd say a lot of people on Farcaster like Solana. They might not be vocal about it, but I can tell you firsthand, there's tons of them, and most of them are in our app now. So it's been fantastic. And again, I thank you guys for pushing it out so much and giving us so much visibility, because I think that really helped, and it's been fantastic so far.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I posted about this on Farcaster yesterday, but I maybe have not been in the Solana trenches much. When we were testing the wallet, I bought the first Solana ticker I saw on feed for $5, and it immediately 4x'd, and so that was kind of fun. Felt like this is a distinctive Solana experience, right? Some pump coin that I just saw at random in the feed, and connected my wallet and took a swing at it. So I guess I'm curious, like, what, coming as an EVM guy, what do I need to know about kind of the Solana ecosystem and the token ecosystem? I guess also, like, we have Clinker, right? Is like very popular on Farcaster. Kind of, how does the Circus model or the Jester model like different? And what do we need to know about the way your launchpad and your tokens work?
Yeah, so Clanker's an incredible product, obviously for base, and sort of our differentiator is, first of all, we give more trees. You have, of course, the whole Solana ecosystem, so there's perhaps more liquidity, but that maybe is subjective. Again, you have the full social context. Of course, Clanker does have at least the tweet that generated, or sorry, I should say the cast that generated the ticker. But we have a lot more. So if you click on one of the dev names in that list there,
Sure.
you'll actually go and see like all of their social information, the number of followers they have across Twitter and Farcaster, if they have both connected.
Cool.
And you can claim right from within our app, right? So you have just sort of a full platform, whereas, Clanker's more so in the feed, and Banker kind of helps with trading in the feed and things like that.
Cool. Should we buy something? Anything? Not financial advice, but anything in here we should try.
That's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's find someone I know. Okay, here we go. Let's use this user Fart Coins. This seems good. All right, so yeah, we've got social context in there, and then we can just swap from in feed somewhere. Let's see. Down here.
Yes, if you scroll down a bit, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's put in some Solana. All right, here we go. Beautiful. There it is.
They get stuck for you?
Might be stuck. That's okay. Happens live all the time.
Classic demo.
All good. I'll check my wallet and see what happens. Cool. Okay, then similarly, I can just come in here, upload an image, my ticker and everything, and create a token. Cool.
Yeah, man.
I noticed there's a Jester token too. Can you tell us about that or what the purpose is there? Let's try this one maybe.
Yeah, so Jester was our original attempt at launching. So we launched basically Clanker on Solana, right? So it was literally just a token launcher that you could interact with in the feed. And the same way, tag Jester, it deploys it, single-sided liquidity, and you're off to the races. We had the element of being able to trade in feed similar to Banker, which I guess was slightly different from Banker. But it did really well, and that allowed us to basically get the runway to work on this that you're playing with right now. So the Jester token was the first token that was launched on with JesterBot. There's a Circus token coming as well, and if you use Jester or you use Circus, you can start to earn airdrop points. And we're going to be doing a big airdrop for the Circus token.
Awesome. Okay, you heard it here first. Cool.
Awesome. And then did you have any mini apps besides Circus that you've been playing around with or think that's cool?
Yeah, so I really like Amps by Phil. I know it's not a game or anything, but it's super useful. I've used it several times to promote things for Jester. And I think it's really straightforward and simple. And it's a great way to spread the word and get like that instant interaction that drives things like getting on a trending feed and things like that. So yeah, Amps, really well done product, really exciting. And a great way to like pseudo advertise. I guess it is advertising, but with your friends. Bass drop, I got addicted to for a while as well.
Fun.
Yeah, I love bass drop. I think, yeah. All right, I'm going to buy a recast from you right now on it. Let's see.
Thanks.
Yeah, I usually like when there's a lot of teams that are maybe newer to the Farcaster ecosystem that maybe don't have as much distribution too. Like this is like a really great way that they can just automatically start getting things amplified. And I like that it sorts by like, how effective your dollar is for like followers. So I've been paying for Phil follows and recasts.
Yeah, it helps too because those people may not have interacted with you very often, so they might not see you in the feed anyway. But then they do start to see you, and I've noticed that I get follow-on interactions with those people, and I've started to make new friends and new connections just through that app. So it's multifaceted, even though it's super simple.
Nice, cool. Horsefacts, do you have your that you want to highlight?
Yeah, let me pull something up. I think we're having some technical difficulties with the wallet and sharing today, but it's okay. We'll roll with it.
Live stuff. I can also try to screen share if that's helpful.
Yeah.
Nikki, so in the meantime, what's like next on the roadmap for Circus?
So we have some really cool feature ideas. We've gotten tons of feedback, of course, from the launch. So we're prioritizing stuff. Next big thing is, of course, going to be the launch of the Circus token, and that should be quite the show. But from there, really trying to lean into the whole social context thing. Obviously, we were a social launcher, now we're a mini app on a social app. So my thesis is that bringing this level of transparency to launches will attract better creators. Of course, giving them more money than the other platforms will hopefully also attract them. But I want to see, people are going to keep launching tokens. We know that. I want to see the whole process and the whole sort of value chain change to be a little bit more like accessible and fair and transparent and all that stuff. So a lot of our features will be focused on that. But we've met a lot of people here at Accelerate, so many ideas flying. But yeah, next is Circus token. So
nice. Yeah, hoping that we can do a airdrop to Farcast users too. So we have to work on that.
Cool. Yeah, Linda, you want to tag in and try sharing your screen?
Yeah, let me see if I can. Okay.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'll run you through some other things we have in the mini app section here. So yeah, you may see this new banner. If you're interested in cool stuff you can do on Solana, we've added this category here so you can go find some of these apps, Circus, Rock, Paper, Scissors, and adding a few more. We have a lot of Solana builders who are deploying new apps every day, so we're going to add those in there.
Okay, let me see. I should be able to do. So it was just like wallet not working, or?
Yeah, I think I might be on a test flight or something.
Okay, cool. Well, good thing I removed test flight.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ones that I wanted to share, I believe I wanted to showcase the scratch one.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool. I love scratch cards. They're really fun. I used to buy a bunch as a kid. So then you can just like check your card. And what I really like about these is that you're not paying for the scratch card. You actually just receive money. So it's just a nice way for like people to receive small amounts of tokens, even though if it's just like really tiny. Like I think it's just like really fun. So you can you get like 5 cards, I think like every few hours. So just like a fun little experience, and I want to see more of these kind of stuff. It's a great way to like onboard people into like token communities and just like receive a little bit of funds in their wallet, because like nothing like this can exist on Twitter, right? Like you don't have a crypto address for every person. You can't just instantly receive funds. So yeah, pretty fun. I have added this to my mini app, and I'm going to be checking in regularly. And then
try the scratch UX, Linda. Like the actual scratching is a really cool animation.
Wait, there's an actual scratching? I didn't even
Yeah.
Yeah. Like rub
you can,
around.
Like, mouse over it, and yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, this is even better. Okay, so you're never gonna see me again because I'm just gonna be scratching cards for the rest of my days. This is so satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay, even better. This is the best mini app outside of Circus.
Yeah, okay. I love these apps that are kind of playing with distribution and attention and like the social mechanisms. And we saw it with like, we have Warp Slot, these kind of very like, you know, casino game style. But yeah, like I think building little things like daily games and daily apps and daily moments that also like distribute a token or earn some attention are like very, very interesting to me. So it's really cool to see more and more apps playing with that.
Yeah. And I like the whole leaderboard, like pulling in social graph. You can see what everyone else is doing. I think many apps that leverage that, like Circus too, are just, yeah, utilizing Farcaster well. So then I think Horsefax, you wanted to do mutual match.
Oh yeah. So this is one of the new Solana frames. Solana, send you $1. Solana apps. Yeah, so Kazra was with us last week, built this out. But yeah, really cool project using a Solana smart contract. And this is like a mutual match, find your crush frame, which is kind of fun. But yeah, you log into this with your Solana wallet, and he's using some sort of two-sided encryption here, so you can choose, choose people here.
I'm putting my husband.
Oh, that's cute. That's
Wow.
There
Okay,
you go.
he needs to open the app and sign in. So, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I've already put JC4P on this.
There we go. Yeah.
Value check ready to. So now I can send an encrypted transaction. It's all on chain, and then if it's a mutual match, I will find that out as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really cool. And apparently, there's a ton of people have been using this to like find crushes. So I think it's a great way to potentially meet partners that are chronically on chain. So yeah.
Yeah. And the design under the hood is pretty cool too, like the way it's doing the encryption. And I think he's just relaying it to to a Solana program on chain, which is pretty neat.
But not technically ZK yet.
Yeah, sure.
So, and then the rock paper scissors one was by the Send Arcade team. So you want to chat about Horsefax?
Sure, it's pretty simple. It's rock paper scissors, but it's just awesome to see see a Solana app in week one. I think there's some casino like mechanic in here, right, where you if you win, you get back more than you put in. Oh, paper. All right.
Should I not be doing paper?
I like rock. I'm a rock guy.
Rock
The avalanche.
Default, so it's like always the like.
Always rock.
It's like
Yeah.
lazy pick, right?
Okay.
See, I just won 2x my money.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. Easy, extremely simple. But if you want an end-to-end example of like the new Solana wallet and we're looking for interesting things to do, here you go. You got rock, paper, scissors, and super.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then
super simple, super fun.
Base drop, because that was the one, Nikki, you had also mentioned. So you want to narrate this for us?
Yeah, I can. And so you have to combine these little, basically loads of tokens until you create even larger ones and larger and larger and larger ones. It's easier to see than to explain, but they always combine in the same pattern. So you really start to like strategize around, like the Toshis will combine to become an AI XBT, and then XBT becomes DGen. So you want to keep them like close to each other so you know when. There you go. Nice. You're good at it. So it's super addicting, and I spent way too much time playing it.
Same. I've also played quite a bit of it. It's really fun. Yeah, very well done. What was my other one, Horsefax?
Let me check.
I mean, I can go so many of them, but
I had one more on web I can show. Let me get set up in the background.
oh, this one was the one I was playing today, Facebreaker. It's like a Fruit Ninja one. And then you can just get points, and it's like all Farcaster people's profiles and stuff. That one's fun.
Yeah, this one was hard with the mouse.
Well, I actually got a higher score with mouse because I had precision,
really?
And I could go like that. So I actually think it's like an advantage, but who knows? I'm not very good at this. Yeah, those are mine.
Cool. I found one more. I found mine. I'm gonna show it on web. But I've been playing this one. It's called Anybody Problem. by Trifle. This one has been really fun, and it's another kind of daily skill game. Like I've been really enjoying Mini Word lately. People have been playing that every day, and kind of every day at 8 p.m. it comes out, and it's this new crossword you can solve every day. And so I love these like daily games where you have kind of one puzzle or one challenge every day. And if Mini Word is for the word cells, I think this game is for the shape rotators. It is this kind of physics-based puzzle problem where you solve one a day, and it's like a little arcade-style shooter game. It has this kind of beautiful aesthetic. I said it reminded me of Katamari Damacy a little bit. And you solve this little puzzle, which is a physics problem. And in fact, it took me embarrassingly long to get this. It's part of the name, right? N-body problem, like N-body problem, but it's an N-body physics problem. It's these like gravitational mechanics of how these little stars are working together to make them unpredictable. So the goal here is to shoot out all these little guys and protect this guy. That time you have to solve the problem.
Is that my internet, or are you breaking up?
That was just me.
Number of particles that you have orbiting.
You're breaking up.
The problem. It can be really, really challenging. In fact, I always play this actually. I've really had it on mobile. I can't get it. But it's super fun. Solve these. It has this leaderboard mechanic. It has a prize pool. It has all these great things that we love from daily games, and you can kind of share back your score at the end. So yeah, I've been playing this every day, and it's super fun. Yeah, check this out, especially if you're more into physics than you are crosswords. This is a great one.
Nice. We'll check that out. You broke up for like 80% of that, but I think I got the gist of it with the physics.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, physics game, really fun. Yeah, 3-body problem or N-body problem inspired shoot 'em up physics game. Super fun.
Nice. Cool. Well, I think those are the mini apps we had on our list. Nikki, anything to send us off? And
it's all a circus. So go launch a token and have some fun.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, thanks for joining us. So we're super excited to see what people are going to build on Solana. I hope in future weeks we're going to have more and more Solana apps and interesting Solana things to share. So
awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, and
thank you guys for having me.
Excited to see what you build over the next few weeks too.
Awesome. Bye.
Okay, well,
Thanks again.
Thanks.